Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news, so Lions fans, buckle up because the NFL rumor mill is swirling, and it's pointing to a potential blockbuster trade that could reshape the NFC North. Word on the street is that the Denver Broncos, sitting pretty at 10-2 but facing some cap space constraints, are considering a move that could send star cornerback Patrick Surtain to Detroit. Now, this isn't just some idle chatter. Sources close to the situation suggest the Broncos are exploring options to free up cap space, around $10 million, by trading Surtain, who's currently in the middle of a standout season and considered one of the best shutdown corners in the league. This move, if it happens, would be a game-changer for the Lions. Surtain, only 25 years old, has been a lockdown presence in Denver's secondary, a true Pro Bowl caliber player who embodies what we look for in a top-tier corner. When you think about his impact, it's clear how much he could bolster our defense, especially against the NFC North's high-powered aerial attacks. Since taking the field, Surtain has accumulated 7 interceptions, 40 pass deflections, and boasts a career PFF grade averaging around 85, which is elite. He's not just a ball hawk, but a defender who can truly take away half the field, giving our front 7 the freedom to pin their ears back and rush the quarterback. Now the Broncos' reasoning behind this potential trade is rooted in their focus on extending Nix's contract and shoring up the offensive line. They're also wary of the secondary, which despite Surtain's brilliance, has been leaking some big plays, allowing 18 2-points per game despite just 230 passing first downs. They're concerned about their secondary's consistency and want to focus on their core, especially with cap flexibility needed for other extensions. Surtain's presence would be a huge upgrade for any team, and for Detroit, it's a perfect fit. Our secondary has been solid but occasionally vulnerable, especially on deep routes. Adding a shutdown corner with Surtain's skill set would immediately raise our game, giving Aaron Glenn even more flexibility in coverage schemes. For the Lions, this isn't just about upgrading a position, it's about elevating our entire defense. In 2025, Surtain's stats include 45 tackles, 2 interceptions, 10 pass breakups, and a ratings allowed of just 69.7. His EPA per target is 5, meaning he's consistently limiting big plays. Plus, he's been healthy all season with no serious injuries, which is a big plus for a team that's trying to push deep into the playoffs. His ability to shut down top receivers like DK Metcalf, who, by the way, had a monster 200-yard game against Seattle in 2025, would be critical in matchups with NFC contenders. Now, let's talk about the impact on Detroit's playoff aspirations. The Lions, currently sitting at 7-5, are in a crucial stretch. Strengthening the secondary by adding someone like Surtain could be the difference between an early exit and a deep playoff run. Our defense has kept us afloat, especially against the run, but we've struggled at times with explosive pass plays. Surtain's addition would help limit those big plays, which have been a thorn in our side. His presence would also give our defensive coordinator more versatility, allowing us to be more aggressive in coverage without sacrificing safety over the top. Looking at the bigger picture, this move could also influence our Super Bowl odds. Currently, Detroit's chances are around plus 2,500, but if we land Surtain and bolster our secondary, those odds could tighten to plus 1,300. That's a significant shift, and it signals that we're serious contenders. Plus, with Surtain in the fold, our ability to contain NFC North opponents, top wide receivers, think of guys like Justin Jefferson or DJ Moore, becomes much more manageable. Limiting those big yardage games is key to winning playoff matchups, and Surtain's presence could be the X factor. Beyond just the immediate impact, adding a player of Surtain's caliber sends a message across the league. It's a sign that the Lions are all in, committed to building a championship-caliber team. It also puts pressure on other division rivals, like the Vikings and Bears, who will have to step up to match Detroit's enhanced defensive prowess. The NFC North is shaping up to be a battle of defenses, and if the Lions get Surtain, they'll have one of the league's most formidable secondaries, capable of shutting down the aerial attack of any team. Of course, the Broncos are cautious. They're weighing the trade against their cap situation and future plans. Losing Certain would mean losing a cornerstone in their secondary, which they see as a potential playoff push now, but are concerned about in the long run. They're also mindful of the fact that trading him could open up opportunities for other young players, and they're evaluating whether the cap savings and draft picks are worth the loss of a player who's still in his prime. From the Lions' perspective, this isn't just about acquiring a star, it's about making a statement. We've seen how much a lockdown corner can transform a defense, especially when paired with a solid front seven. Our pass rush has been improving, and with Certain's coverage skills, opposing quarterbacks will have fewer options to exploit. That could lead to more sacks, more turnovers, and more opportunities for our offense to take control of games. And speaking of our offense, Jared Goff continues to impress, navigating the pocket well and delivering accurate throws. His connection with our receivers has been solid, but the added pressure on opposing defenses created by a stronger secondary will open up even more opportunities down the field. Our run game, led by David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, has been effective, and with a secondary that can clamp down on big passing plays, we'll be able to control the clock even better in playoff situations. The combination of a balanced attack and a lockdown defense could be the recipe for a deep postseason run. Now, it's worth mentioning that this kind of trade isn't guaranteed to happen. The Broncos are known for being cautious with cap space and player contracts, and they might prefer to hold on to Certain if they believe they can make a push in the playoffs. But the signs point toward a serious possibility. If Detroit manages to pull this off, it would be a huge win for us, elevating our defense to a new level and making us even more dangerous in the postseason. In the end, the Lions are all about building a team that can compete with the best and bring a Super Bowl trophy back to Detroit. Adding Certain would be a bold move, but one that aligns perfectly with that vision. It would send a message to the rest of the league that Detroit is not just a team on the rise, but a serious contender ready to take the next step. Our fans know how much this city loves football, and we deserve a team that can dominate on both sides of the ball. So Lions fans, keep your eyes peeled. We're on the verge of what could be a historic move. Whether this trade materializes or not, it's clear that Detroit is making moves, and the future looks incredibly bright. Our defense is already strong, but with a player like Certain, it could become one of the league's best. And with that kind of talent on the field, the sky's the limit for what the Lions can achieve in 2024 and beyond. The NFC North better watch out, Detroit is coming, and we're here to stay. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think Certain is the missing piece that could propel us to the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. The future is bright, and it's all happening right here with your Detroit Lions.